Yeah, cool. It's all good. Sup, bro? Sup, macha?
Hi,
How's life?
Good.
Yeah. How's
Welcome to the
Trip Hyderabad
podcast.
going? How's this
IIIT
like
Hyderabad.
Trip Hyderabad?
Sem is done.
Yeah,
This
that's what.
sem,
How did it go? I mean, online stuff and all. Like, how do they take classes?
like until the ending, like until the last week, it was full chill. Like there wasn't too much work. Was the ending the like last week too many assignments on that to online? It was hectic towards the ending.
Yes.
Do you prefer online or offline in IIIT?
But online, but if I can like stay there instead of home,
It's offline.
like just sit in my hostel room and like have online classes instead of.
Oh wait, you guys have attendance and all, no?
In college, 85%.
Holy, 85%.
Um,
That's massive, bro.
Lesser gets you a good job.
Hmm?
It's irritating, dude. It's like 85% only in here. Almost every other college has like max 75.
damn.
Guess how much we have?
Rohit, yours 8.5, no, Rohit?
Bro, less than that much. I have 0%
How much?
attendance. I mean, you don't need any attendance.
Like actual 0% or like they give you like participation points and all that.
Nothing. It's 0 for. I mean, few courses the professor will be a bitch and they'll be like, oh, 5 marks for attendance. Now they'll tell, okay. But then for like it's maximum 5. They don't give more than 5 marks. But then 5 marks out of 300. So look at the percentage. I mean, even if you don't go, doesn't matter.
I mean,
You still get A grade.
it's not like you lose 3 marks if you don't attend also.
Yeah, I mean, if you do well, I mean, unless you're a fucktard, you'll get marks. Like, oh, your fests and all, your technical fests. I heard that. I mean, you have some robotics. I mean, some lab and all. No? Like, how is that?
Felicity, no?
Felicity.
I don't know the name.
Felicity, I'm still not sure how they're doing it. Like, I don't think it's planned yet.
No,
I wasn't
previous
like the
years.
organizing team.
No, how is
Previous
it in
years,
general?
It's not only a tech fest. Like it's a normal college fest. Like what do you see in any other college?
No, do you have a tech fest separately?
No, not separately. But Felicity has like a tech fest and like has tech events, but it's a normal fest.
Oh, okay.
So like everything combined in one.
How's that robotics
like
lab, bro? Like I remember, like before writing like the IIIT Hyderabad UGEW exam, no, I was looking at all those videos. Okay, I was getting full pumped and all.
Robotics
like,
lab.
Yeah, you guys have some lab and all, no? That some does like robotics and shit.
There is a robotics lab, but I don't know. But like I'm not into robotics, so I won't know.
Oh,
But yeah, like I see like drones flying in the campus and also. Yeah, there's
damn, bro. Nice.
session
Wait.
start.
Okay, bro. Let's go back to FIITJEE, okay? There was a time when, obviously, I've asked you this, your productivity increased. Okay, massively. What happened?
Okay.
What happened there?
Okay, like I told you yesterday, I was trying about it. So it was like frustration of I was like frustrated of doing what I was doing. Like whatever I was doing, it kind of felt boring, dude. Like I couldn't figure out what I was doing in life. And it sounds too like hyper and all, but I think I wanted to like do something, but I clearly wasn't doing anything.
You said yesterday you wanted to like prove people wrong also, no? Like that. I mean, because like your dad and stuff like that.
Yeah, to some extent, it was that also. Like people used to assume that I'm an idiot. To some extent, like not like so extreme and all. But that thing was irritating. Like people would think that he's anyway not going to do anything. And then even I wasn't doing anything. Like my life was going nowhere. So then like I started making small changes. I told you about it, right? I tried this thing called NoFap.
Yeah.
And then like I tried cold showers. And like this gym and all that. Like obviously I brought in small changes and started like building on top of that. Like studying breaks.
Okay.
How do you think NoFap helped you?
Huh?
How do you think NoFap helped you? Like NoFap challenge and all that. Do you think it's a scam or do you think it's actually legit?
Dude, it's an awkward topic to talk about, but it's actually legit.
Really?
Like how much it'll help you might be different between me and you. Like I was like too much into it, so it helped me a lot.
What do you mean? Like 7 videos? I mean 7 times, 2 times, 3 times. Like what's too much? Like
I was averaging at 4 to 5
per day or per week?
Day, dude, obviously. Week is still fine.
Damn, bro. Nice.
It's awkward to talk about, but
Obviously, but
Okay.
damn, 4. That's some sexy stuff.
So when do you decide this? I remember the first, I think we were doing the maths or something. Sandeep sir was teaching.
Bro.
You used to get the answers by just substituting. That's
Yeah,
what, like
bro,
you
what the
used to get the
fuck?
fastest answers. You used
yeah,
to
those
look.
things, right?
So what is your philosophy? You are a guy who used to get the answers fast, no? And then how did it turn to actually doing hard work in the background and then doing the proper shit?
It wasn't exactly. The reason I was getting answers fast was because I tried like doing things differently. So
Okay.
most of the like if you look at the old questions he used to frame them like based on the theory he used to teach. Like he tell you that this is the theory. These are the things that these are like. It's hard to give you an example, dude. Like he'll give you some triangle
Talking about
property.
Sandeep.
Yeah, Sandeep sir.
Okay.
The same one who switched to Alan. No?
Yeah.
So he'll like give you a
Or
theory
left.
and then
I
he'll
don't know
give you
where
a
you are.
question based on that. So he like trick the
Okay.
question based on the theory. So what you can do instead is that use something else which he hasn't thought about. So that way you are tricking him. He's not tricking you. You
Okay.
Bro, I
can't
remember one
explain
time,
it.
bro, this our physics teacher, no, she gave some decent medium level sum. Okay, no one was able to get it. Okay, like she finished writing the sum, and then she turned around and Amma is like, "Ma'am, 45 degrees." And that was the right answer. Like, like for the next like around
Yeah.
5-6 minutes, no one ever got the answer. But this guy got it like in 30 seconds after ma'am wrote it. It was
Yeah.
some rain question, bro. Some trajectory, something. Some rain was going
Main
at what
question.
angle you had to find and all. Get to velocity and shit like that. You're like,
Yeah,
but
those
ma'am,
questions.
45 seconds. Huh? What?
Yeah, those questions that they had like I don't remember exactly what it was, but there were certain tricks to those questions. Like if you those okay, I don't remember them exactly, but like this is the thing. If you keep following whatever your teacher tells you, or if you keep on following her, you're only going to go like so much. You start
Yeah.
thinking in
Okay.
different ways and like reading from different books and all, and you'll end up like expanding your knowledge and you can think of it in different ways. Like those
Do
questions
you
there, they
still
were
use that philosophy? Do you still use that philosophy of getting quick answers using different methods, or do you go to conventional methods now?
they aren't like I mean they're not. It's not a method. It's like in
I know
Hindi it's
it's
called shortcut. It's a shortcut.
like a thinking process. It's like a thought
Yeah,
process. No.
yeah, obviously I still do that
Okay.
in most of what
How
I
does
do.
that help
Like
you? How does that help you with like the main thing we were preparing for JE and all? Do you like what how much percent of it was that making strategies to get quick answers and how much percent was just proper studying? Like chemistry and all, obviously you would have sat and studied. No.
like this is the thing. I don't. You remember KVP, no?
Yeah.
You cleared,
Okay,
right?
so this is
You and Abhishek
huh?
from A02.
In essay I got it and in SX also.
Okay,
So
that's not flexing, can't do.
sorry. So this is the thing. I don't know why people didn't count it, but if you like count the number of options that are correct, like which is A, which is B, which is C, which is D, you'll find out that B is some 35% or something. B is some 35-36%
So always consistent over the years.
every single time. If you count it,
That's
you'll
what
find out.
that's what
So the questions might be shuffled, but then B option is always more. I don't know why they add this. Ended up marking all B. I think I guessed like many questions. And then this is the thing. Like if you have a multiple choice question, it's like +4. I mean, what is it?
Plus or
+4
minus
-1.
one. Huh.
Yeah. So if you randomly pick any 4 questions, you'll get 1 mark at least on average.
that's
Because
what
like out
Teja
of
did in
4 questions, one
JE.
is going to go correct. So you'll end up getting 1 mark. So guessing is good. So if you
Okay.
guess all B, then the 35% adds up there. Like doing things like this, it
So you
almost like
marked
makes
what
sense.
the questions you knew you marked, and then the ones you didn't get, you marked all B.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And I got like a decent percentage of that.
Sure,
Like
told me this before KVP, not now. It's too late now.
I told everyone that time.
Fuck now, why didn't I know?
Okay.
Told Anushka also. She went to it, I think.
Oh, the fat
And like,
bitch.
I mean, this is one thing. Like, this is outside thing. This won't like have such a big impact, but
I'll
thinking
be
in a
marking this
different
video
adds up.
explicit. Okay,
And like
wait.
thinking in different ways apart from like normal, like study this and then get the question. Like, if you think differently, you'll end up getting better results.
Okay.
You and KD boy also to get marks, that means.
You can word it anyway.
KD.
Okay,
Okay.
wait.
So you're Kannadiga. Don't know
That's the
what
work.
KD means. Okay.
Okay, I don't know exactly what it is.
You're the Tamilian. Shut up.
KD is Kannadiga. Oh, Kannadiga is always KD. What the fuck? I thought it's South
Maybe-
Indian.
Wait.
I'm a Kannadiga,
Okay, let's.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, Dama. You're Kannadiga, bro. Okay,
I'm not
That's okay.
Kannadiga. I didn't say that. That's it.
let's get to the part where you got 900 marks in JE. 900, rank in JE. Okay. And then you ended up choosing IIIT. You could have got Surathkal CS. You could have got Trichy CS. Could you get Trichy CS? Yeah, you could.
From my main rank, I can get anything.
Again, it's
Why do you
basic.
choose IIIT? What is the thought process behind that?
So, like, one of the major thing was I wanted to do CS mainly because after main and okay, the reason why JE advanced rank was bad was okay, I like lost the I lost my motivation and I went back to one of the old things I used to do before
No
I started
fabs. Okay.
like equally bad. So that
Okay.
thing like ruined my
Macha, why
advanced rank. So I
why
had
do you
like
say you wanted to do CS? Who inspired you? Bharti ma'am. Who inspired you?
Bharati.
Bharti ma'am actually told me this, dude. I wanted to see it. She told me that what did she tell me?
Don't join
I don't remember.
Manipal.
Huh?
Don't join Manipal, she told, no?
I don't remember exactly. She like if you get a
Damn,
CS
she's
degree,
BK's alumni,
you
bro.
can talk.
That's what.
She's BK's alumni.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
She studied in, yeah, bro, some gold medalist in MIT, it seems.
Good medalist.
Yeah, she got first rank in MIT, CS.
Sure.
Don't say
I don't
MIT,
know.
say Manipal. Yeah?
Okay, sorry, Manipal
But yeah,
Institute of
like,
Technology.
Okay, continue. Yeah, Amma, you were saying.
anyway, thing is like after mains, I started like going through what all branches are there. Because I knew at advance I'm not going to get it because I didn't feel the same kind of motivation anymore. Because I messed up in between. So the thing is like I learned that CS is something where like the tricks, whatever I told you before, like counting the options and finding out C or like thinking differently that way works only in CS. But in any other branch.
That's a definitely reason. Yeah.
So like, so I knew that CS is something I had to do, and like I shortlisted institutes based on computer science. So like IIIT at that time I thought was the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good choice, bro.
What, and then you went to IIIT, first impression? You were like, oh yeah, this is my college. Yeah.
I didn't like it, dude. Like in the beginning I didn't like it.
Okay.
Like I liked the college, but then I didn't like the course and all what is happening. Like they told me it was a CS course and it wasn't CS. It's irritating.
Yeah. Happens everywhere,
Yeah, but
bro.
most of it is nice. Not scam, like okay.
Yeah, chill.
Okay. Then, okay, yeah. A lot of people were asking about your CV. 2.5 years. Yeah. How do you get the time to learn all that skill, do all those projects? How do you maintain your productivity? Like what do you do, bro?
In like anything specific in
Productivity. No, like how do you like the amount of skills you've learned over these 2 years? How do you get the time to do that? Right? Even we've been through like 2.5 years. I've been through with 1.5. But like that like the number of skills you've learned is a lot more. So you have high productivity. So what's your thing? NoFap is one. You just told that. Apart from
No,
that,
but that was like long back, and that's not like that much into this, but I mean that much related to this. I told you this thing like last time. I didn't focus too much on college because I didn't like some courses there. So instead of like wasting time trying to learn that, I thought I can like make up for those courses or make up for my CGPA by actually working on this. So like that was one of the main motivations behind taking up your like think of this now. It's what do you think is more fun, like sitting and studying what biology for your grade or sitting and doing some actual trading project or like writing scripts that's going to trade for you?
Might have
Like
taken a bad example, but okay, I get the point.
And you'd rather do something you like and then like
Yeah,
use that and
bro, this is hitting too close to
bro,
heart.
okay, wait, Amey, I just want to know. Do you know what Rohit is studying in bits?
Shit, sorry. Okay.
You know what Rohit is actually studying in bits?
Chill, I was kidding, bro. Chill, it's fine. I mean,
Chill.
Sorry.
it's fine.
Okay, cut that part. No?
Cool,
It's fine,
it's fine. I mean, I don't mind.
Let's cut that part.
Yeah. Look at that guy
Okay,
flexing bits and all there. Mug and all, he has bits.
Bits.
You want to show the
You both have
mug?
bits.
Macha, it's
Right.
fine, Macha. Wait.
Yeah.
Hurry.
It's fine.
I mean, sorry, Amey.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get it.
Okay.
I mean, you took it.
So
Okay,
cut
wait.
that part.
No,
Nothing, Macha. No cutting. Who are watching? Kandel is watching. It's fine, bro. We're not gonna cut, bro.
Kritik, hi. Or maybe Amey.
Okay.
Bro, one more thing.
Let's
Okay,
talk
let's
about.
say you want to start learning something. Okay, so where do you start? Udemy or YouTube, or you just start reading docs and all? Like, what do you do? How do you start learning something?
Like, I don't specifically start learning one thing. Like, I decide what I want to do, and for that I start learning things.
Yeah. So how? Like, let's say you want to learn Django. Okay, for example. So how do you start?
Why would I learn Django? Like, why do you want to learn Django?
No, I don't want to learn. I'm just asking general question. For maybe you want to build some backend for some website and you know Python, so you're like, let's learn Python. I mean, sorry, Django or Flask. Okay. So now you decide you want to go with Django. So how do you? I mean, let's say you don't know anything about Django and just know it's a framework used for like backend and shit like that. So how do you how do you proceed?
You look like there's a thing. Like, as you start, there's one thing in CS. Any framework or any language or anything is merely a syntax.
Yeah.
The concept in the end remains the same. So right now, even if I like see a language that I don't know at all, then I might still understand what is happening in the code without knowing the syntax of the language.
Yeah, correct.
So like getting to that point it's different, and then after that point, learning anything is different. So Django wasn't the first thing I learned. Like, I learned basic web development. And like, if you understand basically what a server is, and I mean what backend servers do, and how backend and front end are different.
Okay, so you learned what happens behind the scenes, and then after learning syntax was pretty much easy, you're saying.
So, I mean, once you know that, and once you look at the code, you can pretty much understand what the code is.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand anything, you can like Google small parts. So like I've done like many Django projects, but I never formally learned Django. Like, if I'm supposed to build a Django app now, I'll be blank. I won't be able to do anything. But if I look at a Django app, I can like find out what is wrong in it or what is correct.
So you can get shit done. I mean, you don't need to learn stuff.
Like, you don't need to learn things for CS. Like, if
you just start working on a project and then learn everything that's required to do the project.
Yeah, but if the project is your own, then like for Django or almost for any CS project, they have really good docs. You don't need to go to Udemy. Like, I don't really like Udemy. I feel the courses are shit. The docs are much better. Like, they have like getting started docs and all that. So if you're building something on your own, then starting there is nice. But otherwise, you don't need to. Like, if you know the concepts, language doesn't matter. This is what
How do you
I
get
feel.
started on projects? How do you get started on projects? Like, in general, like, what gave you the motivation? Like, what is the first project you did? And then who was like, did seniors help you? Like, how did that motivation come?
Okay, the first project I did was this thing. I saw Google. The one thing I saw was Google was making a lot of money. Right? Like, it was a big company, a rich company, and people wanted to join that. Like, I saw the hype behind joining Google. So the first thing I thought of was there are like, when you Google search, you don't always take the first link. No, you scroll down, and many times you know which link to click on, and you know which like type of websites come.
Yeah.
So my objective was, and Google cannot show you those type of websites because they aren't meant for all people, and they're meant for people like who search specifically for them. So I tried to like speed up the process for them by, instead of Google, get like only those websites, run the exact same search query on those websites, and then show those results instead of showing Google results where you have to search for these websites. So there was an app called Web Finder. It's down now, but I used it myself many times. Like, when you want to search for movies and all that, there was some websites which are not very legal, no, or not legal, like not legit websites. Like, you shouldn't be going to those websites because.
So I'm gonna use the illegal websites. What the hell?
Okay, like
What is Amey?
not illegal website. Like when you're searching for torrents, you don't pick the first link. You search for
Yeah.
specific links that work, and then you click on them, right?
Hmm.
So I
I mean, I don't use
took all
torrent.
those links.
I don't use illegal items, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, even I don't like. When I found out it's illegal, that's when I took it down. But then when I
It's pretty
thought it
good.
was not illegal,
Hmm.
when I thought it was not illegal, I'd like pick up these websites. I had like a list of like 200, 300 websites. I run a search query on every single website, get the top few results, and then display them.
Nice.
And along with that, I had ads. It didn't work out really well, but that was my first project. It was web dev based. And after that, like the next major thing was trading. I liked to trade because it was math. So because I liked to trade, I ended up doing the project.
Okay, what is it about?
Which one?
The trading project.
The trading thing was it was this thing like you also trade, like you try trading, Hari,
Yeah.
Yeah, I invest. I don't trade. Okay.
but you never traded like in a day. Do
Day
you trade?
trading, I don't sit and trade every day. I
So
invest and then
do you like swing trade like throughout
mm,
over a week or something? You enter and you exit in the next week,
not necessarily a week, also a month maybe. I, I
month.
I go a lot on the news and the fundamentals, like how the company is doing, if they have
So,
growth or
but you know
something,
about
and
day
then
trading, right?
yeah, I have done day trading. It's just too much
So
work for me.
That's what he asked in the first place, Dad. You told all
so
shit.
that
I don't
yeah,
do it now, no.
Okay, okay.
yeah, but you know about it, right?
Yeah, bro.
So
Yeah,
that's
continue.
all is needed. So this is the thing, like you see patterns and then you do it, right? And you don't
Yeah.
specifically see patterns always. You develop an intuition as you trade, and you keep doing it.
Yeah.
Now, the limitation with you developing an intuition is that your mind is limited. You can't think too much,
Hmm.
so you
The
can't like have
patterns
really
can
good
be, there are
intuition.
so many factors, but there are so many factors affecting patterns. No, the patterns have to be recognized. Like if there's a particular pattern, and then it's not all the time. The amplitude might be different. So how do you program it to like, are there pre-made stuff to recognize patterns, or do you make them?
No, like you don't. In you hard coding patterns, it works like for some specific stocks. Like you can't hard code Morningstar and like
Okay.
keep trading on that. Most
Yeah.
of the time it goes wrong.
Okay.
So what you can do instead is that like this is the first bot which I made. Like my bot would basically like take in previous data and then decide whether
Okay.
to buy or then what target to keep, or whether to sell and what
Okay.
target to exit at. So it would basically give me like a buy signal and then an exit signal for the next day. So basically
Okay.
like the script would decide based on the previous day data, and then it would modify the buy signals on the next day,
So,
like the
but
buy
if
and sell
there's
signals.
code hearing, but if there's a
Hmm?
sudden code hearing, you'll have to sit and change the thing, no? Like what happened to
That's the
Idea?
thing.
Idea like a month ago.
Yeah, but will it happen during the trading day?
Yeah, it happened. It happened at 10
During
a.m.
trading hours?
on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday.
Then in those cases, it's just bad luck. You can't do anything.
Yeah. Okay. Mm.
But yeah, this is the thing. Like I saw that if I can code that, then I
Hmm.
can because I was what I saw was I was correct most of the time, but I ended up making small losses on some stocks, and then the
Okay.
loss actually hits you. So if I end up writing a script, I can trade like
Hmm.
20 or 30 different stocks, and then because
Okay.
losses occur very less frequently, it's going to happen about 5 stocks.
Hmm.
I'm up on 25, and that's going to make up significantly for the 5 stocks down.
Hmm.
So this is what I saw, and then
Okay.
I started like writing scripts to trade instead of me trading myself,
Hmm.
and that ended up working.
Do you still do it?
Right now, I'm not running the scripts, but now I'll start again. Like I was learning futures now.
So how do they do this? They have this thing called Zerodha something, no? Like where you put in the
Yeah, they
scripts and
they
all.
have an
How
API.
how 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 is the process?
They have an API, so you can like make calls through that. Apart from that, the
Okay.
code is
Okay.
just like running code in your laptop.
Hmm.
There's nothing else in
Okay.
it.
Nice, bro. So how do you how was the pandemic for you, market wise? How much
Market was
advantage did you take of that free
market was
fall?
like my scripts didn't run in the. I didn't use my scripts during the fall, but I made
Hmm.
like a lot of money in that. There were 3 specific stocks I traded. Like there was Bajaj Finance and
Hmm.
HDFC and Bajaj Finserv. Like these were the three stocks that I made money as during the downfall. Now, previously to this, I told you about these two stocks, right? Prestige and Tata Steel. These two are like the most predictable stocks for my scripts.
Yeah.
And for whatever. But then, like during the pandemic, I switched to these other bigger stocks that are falling more nicely. I was probably making like, I don't remember exact percentages, but I was going conservative. But I was making a lot of cash because the market was following the exact same direction every single day. So I short in like so I short when it opens, and then towards the closing I normally exit. I made like a loss twice, I think, but almost rest of the time it was a profit. They were all red candles only, so every red candle I made money. So like I kept doing it until I saw like it would stop. And I mean, the market didn't go down straight. Like it went down, then there was a dead cat bounce up, and then it went down again. So I typically stop here, and then I'd end up losing money there also, in like those two corners. But then in the end, I entered here, exited here, entered here, exited here. This is far more than this. So basically, I made a lot of cash that year.
You think 13K is resistance? You think 13K is stiff resistance for Nifty, or will it break
Right
it?
now, I don't know news, dude. Like I don't need to know news. Based on how it has moved earlier, that's how I predict what is gonna happen next. So I wouldn't know exactly what's happening.
So you just keep looking at the graphs now, just every minute.
Yeah,
just
pattern based. Like,
yeah, okay.
It's patterns always follow it. Like news, you can't predict what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, you
Bro,
would have seen it yourself.
all these stuff you do, no. What's your thing? What do you want to do?
I just do it because it's fun, dude. Like I like to trade.
No, fuck this. In 10 years, what want to do? Like, what's your thing? What's your goal? What do you want to do?
I don't have any fixed goal. Like, I just want to keep doing what I like. Like right now, I can't call it hobby or something. I like to drive. I like cars and all. So 10 years probably like buy a Tesla. But like not any career goal and all.
Okay.
All of these, like I do it because I like it now. If I don't like it, I can always leave it.
You game, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I left in between and then I started again.
Okay.
So only 5 minutes left, bro. We need to make a new meeting again.
Make off a new link.
Cool. I'll stop then, no?
What happened?
So yes, we're back, I guess. Yeah.
So, what are you up to nowadays? Yeah, no exams.
What do you do in the full day? What do you do
right now? I freelance right now. So like
you said you had these foreign clients,
I have an active project. Even now it's a foreign client.
Even now it is?
So right now it is. Like I freelance and I trade. And I game also a lot. I just started gaming, so I play it a lot.
What do you freelance? Like what's the project? Can you tell?
The current one is an ML based project. It's trading also. Like it's trading type ML based.
No, like what are you making for him?
It's a portfolio management type thing. It shortlists apps based on what software he has. Like he has software that's going to give him signals. So I have another software that will so I write another software towards the end of the day, based on his signals, it'll find which stocks were like the most accurate, and then it'll like create that list of stocks and then give it to him.
Nice. So you use this for yourself also, no? Like if in case you are, you want to.
Yeah, sometimes. But like for now, I have like different scripts, so I run those. And if I'm writing scripts for him, I'll end up like writing those based on what I have written, so they end up being matching.
Like, how do you get these foreign clients? Like, how do you approach them, or do they approach you?
Initially, I started with Indian clients. Then later, I got one foreign client.
Like, how do you get them? What's the medium? How do you get them? LinkedIn or what?
TrueLancer.
Oh, TrueLancer.
I used to freelance on his website, TrueLancer. So like, I got like decent reviews there. So So my profile was good. It was like better than most of the others there.
Okay.
So I ended up like getting a lot of clients.
Hmm.
So like those clients knew more people. So from like
Mhm.
whatever from whoever clients knew, I got recommended to their clients and to other people. So that way, like I started getting clients instead of I going clients.
Damn.
So then I left the website.
You left the website.
Mm.
I don't like no, not on the website anymore.
What do they
I
approach you?
get clients
Like,
from clients.
how do they approach you?
On right now I talk over Google Meets. I mean Google Hangouts and Meets. That's a platform like you can approach anything.
No, then.
No. It's
So you mean
now that
them
you're not on
approaching
the
me?
website. Yeah.
Yeah, like normally a client tells somebody else, and then somebody else
Okay.
asks me like, "Are you free for this thing? I have this project." I tell him yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Or like
What
I
do they
tell him
like
like,
text you in the night and then you reply tomorrow morning with all their time delay and all like all the time zones and stuff like that.
and that time thing is it's you can work around it. Like in
Hmm.
college it's fine, but at home, yeah, the morning and evening I talk to them,
Hmm.
and he also knows that I'm in India, so he'll be considerate.
Hmm.
And
Nice.
it's not like a short project which you do for like 1-2 hours. It's
Hmm. It's a long one,
30,
no?
40. Yeah.
30,
And the
40
time
what?
isn't
Days?
hours.
Hours, okay.
So you can like plan and do it.
Okay.
Hmm.
We have less than a minute.
Hmm.
You're chilling in Bangalore. Someday it's come off, macha. We'll chill off.
Yeah, tell me if
Or
you meet.
you keep working.
It depends. Like when you guys are planning anything, you tell me. I'll come.
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Thanks for coming
Thanks
on the
for having.
podcast.
Hmm.
Keep coming, bro. We have a lot of discussions in plan.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
See you, Macha. Bye.
Bye, dude.